This is the iPhone X. You've seen reviews of it, but have you seen it go up against the king of bokeh itself, the 51.2 L? On the left corner, we have the challenger, the iPhone X with its dual 12-megapixel camera, a wide lens at f1.8 and f2.4 telephoto, enabling it to use the portrait mode to compete with our undefeated bokeh champion, Canon 51.2. Enough said. Before we put the two head-to-head, let's see how the iPhone X holds up on its own. You've got a lot of colors. What do you think? I keep turning the phone off. No, wait. I'm out. I can't get off the photo. Quick, I can't. No, it's not working. Hey. It seems to deal with harsh light really well. No, thank you. Okay, I'll respect your privacy. Okay, so I'm going to test out the dynamic range because the foreground is super bright and so is the background. But in the midground, you've got a lot of shade. So let's see how the camera handles this. Dynamic range is absolutely incredible. Even in shots when there is extreme lighting, highlights are well preserved and details in the shadows still remain relatively sharp. Wow, we're doing so great! I mean, it's amazing! What? What do we see here? This. There is so much detail here. It's a dodgy, disgusting building, but there's so much detail here. This is perfect to test out the sharpness and the resolution. Let's see. Oh, it's amazing already, I can tell. Let's get this bus out of the way. Come on, get that baby out of the way. Jesus. Sharpness is excellent from the center all the way to the edges. But wait, is that distortion I see there? Should we try with the 2x telelens? The telelens seems to be just as sharp, but with quite a bit less distortion. I can literally see all the curtains, shadows, all the nooks and crannies, all the lines in the windows. I can basically see everyone living in there. Okay, look at all these baby shoes, and look at all these vivid colours. Let's see if the colour variation, if it can handle the colour variation. Colour produced on the iPhone is accurate and realistic, while still being very pleasant, not too oversaturated. It's like I'm not even here, isn't it? Want to say hi? Yeah. I think I did really well there, though. The car park. Perfect for low light. Let's go in. Ah, there's a truck, though. Ah. Okay, I'm going to get run over just to test the low light with this iPhone X. Jesus. Okay, low light. Oh my gosh. Already it seems so much brighter. Hello, man. I need this chair with me. Okay, low light's usually pretty crappy on a small sensor like this, but because of the optical stabilization, we can use lower ISOs by using a slow shutter speed, minimizing the noise. However, the shadow details seem to be a little bit muddy in low light. I'm good. Let's go. Kevin, I'm making my cameraman follow me. We're basically doing a hike just for you guys in the iPhone X reviews. Okay. And at the moment you've all been waiting for, we're going to test their iPhone X against this 51.2 lens. Let's go. We've got a model here. Let's do this. Oh, she's walking beautifully. Let's go. Let's walk. Because the portrait mode works by using the dual cameras to see depth in an otherwise two-dimensional image, it attempts to figure out which part of the frame are closer to or farther away from the lenses, then creating an appropriate blur for the subject in the shot. Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm so intimidated by this woman. Okay. So, what we're going to do is trick Apple's little software with busy backgrounds or backgrounds similar to our subject. Be more of a close-up portrait, and it's just like a standard test. It's not too busy in the background. And there's no similar colours, so... Okay. Could you do that same pose again? I don't know why, but it seems that when you go into portrait mode, the dynamic range is suddenly much crappier. And with this thing, I mean, the background is a little bit busy, so I guess it couldn't distinguish between her hand and the background, so she's kind of got a squiggly hand. Do you have a squiggly hand? No squiggly hands, it's just the phone. So specific to the iPhone X, the front-facing camera also has portrait mode and portrait lighting, and it's not because it has dual camera, it's only got one camera, but it also uses the infrared.
Basically, the infrared sensors help mimic what the dual camera does.
Facial recognition sensors, okay. Alright. So the iPhone X also has portrait lighting mode, which works pretty similar to the portrait mode, in that it can detect the depth of the subject in the background, but it also can detect where the light falls on the subject's face and the shadows, and uses the portrait lighting modes to boost those shadows.
This new feature tries to imitate real studio lighting. Contour light boosts the natural shadows of your face to define those cheekbones. Stage light drops the background to black, as if you're in a proper, legit studio. Stage light mono does the same thing as stage light, but in black and white.
I don't even know what to say though. I don't think I can even replicate this in a studio. This is amazing. You look so good. What is this? This is me. Well done to her. I don't think I can actually replicate this. Under really good lighting, I guess the studio lighting is really good. I'm going to try this again. If only it works like this all the time. And it doesn't. It's really not that good, but it's pretty good right now.
Wow. Let's see how this software sorcery compares against an actual studio.
The studio is all set up. We've got our key light, we've got our fill light, and they're both in soft boxes. Look at all the equipment it takes to make just one shot. Let's do this. Hey, be serious right now. Sorry. I'm trying to get the composition right, but it's pretty hard because it looks a bit different. But I think it's because the stage light filter has cut her hair off. It didn't detect her hairline, and so she's just got this massive forehead. No, it's a beautiful forehead, but there's no hair on that forehead. Why would you have hair on that forehead? That's weird. It's having trouble differentiating her hair from the background, so it's completely blurred in.
So with the actual studio shots we ended up with, they were better, but of course, it gave us a much better separation between the model and the background. But what are you going to expect? Let's see you try to carry around two soft boxes, light stands, and a black backdrop in your pocket.
Crazy stuff going on here, right? So the new Star Wars movie is coming out next month. So we thought we'd make a poster for them with Stormtrooper and Darth Vader. This is not happening with me. So we thought we'd make a poster for them. Stormtrooper, Darth Vader, let's do this!
All these shots were taken on a telephoto lens, and wow, in the right lighting, the iPhone X can maybe replace our 5D, just maybe. There's so much detail and sharpness, and the skin tones are on point.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, tell me about it. Beautiful! Say something else?
Sorry?
I can't hear you. Say it again. Yeah, what is he saying? I'm beautiful? Oh, thank you. Okay. So you're probably wondering about the video functions. Let's ask the film guy.
So two new features in terms of video on the iPhone X is the 240 frames per second at 1080p and the telephoto lens being stabilized, optically stabilized. Let's check it out.
Not only is the stabilization on the telephoto lens pretty decent, but the 4K image itself is incredible. Throw in a basic color grade, color correction, and widescreen bars, you can really shoot a serious film with this.
So usually from experience, 240 frames per second on a cell phone, it's not too good. And action.
I take it back. It's better than any slow motion my Canon can shoot.
Let's be honest here. No smartphone is ever going to replace an actual studio or the beautiful 51.2. But having the ability to come somewhat close to this is astonishing, in the size of something that can fit in your pocket, and it's so elegant. What more could you ask for?